6 o'clock. This is the May 4th Newton Planning Commission meeting. Before we get to the agenda, I want to welcome Trevor Kaufman, newest member. He's an engineer too, so now we can gang up on you guys.
Unfortunately, I work with Mike.
Yeah, grown.
All the time.
Yeah, he works with me too.
No collaboration.
Right.
We want to make sure that that's.
You want to say anything about yourself, Trevor?
Trevor Kaufman. I grew up actually north of Newton, out in the country. Went to school at Heston, but have been around the Newton community for a long time and lived in Wichita for a while. Finally moved back to Newton about 3 years ago. So happy to get integrated a little more into the community.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, his mom was a teacher at
South Breeze. Yeah, for a long
Taught
time.
my kids at South Breeze. She scared me at the parent-teacher conference.
Can we
Okay.
go, Mike, can we go down the line? That way Trevor also knows
yeah.
who we are.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he might know a few of us because we introduced, but
Yeah, Denise, you want to go ahead?
Denise, good night.
Carl Harris,
Pass.
Arlen Newell,
Greg Hansen.
Rebecca Likiardopoulos,
Justin Erickson.
and Aubrey Wallace.
And this is everybody, right?
Yes.
This is
Well, Tim,
Oh, yeah, Tim is.
Oh,
he is
Tim.
absent.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There's one other. Tim Bullard.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, we'll get started. First item on the agenda is approval of the January 5th meeting minutes. Been a while since we had a meeting.
make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a motion and a second to approve the January 5th Planning Commission meeting minutes. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Second item, election of the officers.
And I'm going
Walk
to
us through this.
I'm going to take this one. I know I had that Mike and then Arlen and Aubrey or whatever. Aubrey will be the only one that can keep her position. After reading the bylaws, I now realize that, Mike, that you can only hold your position for 2 years. So then we'll have to replace the chair, and same thing with the vice chair, Arlen. We'll also have to do that position. Normally, the vice chair takes the chair position. Obviously, that's up to you guys, and then we'd have to vote in the next person for vice chair. So I'll leave that up to you guys.
Any thoughts? Arlen, are you,
Yeah, I move that we elect Arlen as the chair.
do you want to be the chair?
Sure.
Okay.
I second that if we can.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for Arlen to be the chair for the 2026, 2027
Yes.
period. All those in favor say yes.
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 Yes. Opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next, the vice chair. Any thoughts on vice chair?
Is there anything that says that Mike can't be the vice
That's
chair?
That's what I was thinking. Can we just?
Because he really only got 6 times his chair last year. So
There's nothing in there on that now, so.
Yeah, but I did make up for it the first year vice chair. I ran like 10 of the meetings.
Carl was gone.
Shh. We're not gonna say that out loud.
Do it.
Is there a motion?
To be the vice chair?
Yeah.
Okay. I would make that motion.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for myself to be the vice chair. All those in favor say yes.
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 Opposed, say no. Motion carries.
That was yes emphatically.
And my last order of business as chair will be the secretary, Aubrey.
You still have to make a motion on it.
Okay.
I would make that motion.
Okay.
I would second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for Aubrey to keep going as secretary. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Opposed, say no. Motion carries.
Thank you.
You're up, Arlen.
Okay. The third order of business is the approval of the schedule of meetings. Do we need a motion for this, actually?
We need to approve it, yep.
Okay. All right, so you guys want to glance through there at the bottom of page 8?
I did.
I'd be happy to accept the motion.
I'll make that motion to accept the calendar, proposed meeting schedule.
Do we have a second?
I can second that.
Very good. Any discussion? All right, I'll call the vote for the 26-27 schedule of meetings. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Okay, the fourth is to consider a zoning amendment for 320 South Pine. Justin?
And I just need you guys to go through the criteria A through, I think it's C, or not D, through E.
You need to read anything into the record at all? You're good?
It's all the
Okay.
criteria for the property, legal description. It's just the additional information that legal has done. The only information that legal told me to pass on is the property is adjacent to R1. So, and they're trying to go from PO to an R1. They also want you to know that just because it might be a conversation tonight that they're going to take it into possibly an SUP next month, but you need to look at it as an R1 and everything else that can come along with it. So that's from the legal department for me to pass along.
Okay, very good. Yeah, Aubrey's got the spot up on the map up there for you to see exactly kind of where it's located at. And if you're kind of wondering where that's at, that's south of the old hospital on Pine Street, right? Directly south.
Correct.
So it's a half a block south of the new county commission building, right? That they bought on the other side of the
Is
street.
that like
Yes.
Okay.
right in here?
Yep.
right?
Does everybody understand where it's at? Very good. Okay, so we have to go through each of the criterias. Will a change classified would be consistent with the intent and purpose of these regulations with the city's adopted comprehensive plan and other adopted city policies, plans, programs, ordinances, rules, and regulations. Staff comments? Are there?
I can read those. When considering a change of zoning classification for any piece of property, it is necessary to consider whether every use that would be permitted under the requested classification would be appropriate for the property and the surrounding area, and not just focus on that use of the applicant indicates and is intended for the presently being employed. This is because there is no way to prevent the applicant or any future owner of the property from using the site for any other uses permitted under the requested classification. In other words, the use of the property may not be restricted to the particular use contemplated or in the existence when the request is made, but may include any use allowed in that zone. And then it says, please see attached D for the map.
Okay. Commissioners, any conversation?
No question.
So Justin, on these, is this a motion for each one of these, or is this just a discussion, and then
It'll
whether
go-
we think it is or is not, and then we move on?
It'll go as a
What's-
recommendation to the city commission for final,
Yeah, so
but it is a motion on each one of them.
it is a motion
Yes,
for each
on
one?
each one of them, correct.
Okay.
It has to be on all of them.
All right.
Make a motion, we approve A of the criteria.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion, commissioners? Call a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Motion carries. Staff comments, B, whether every use that would be permitted on the property, if it were reclassified, would be compatible with the uses permitted on other property located in the immediate vicinity, and whether the subject property is suitable for the uses to which it has been restricted. Justin?
R1 zoning provides for specific activities including but not limited to everything that's within this chart.
Okay, for that particular lot, any questions or comments on this one? Is there a motion to approve B?
So moved. Second.
First and second, any further discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? B carries. Letter C, whether adequate sewer and water facilities and all their needed public services exist or can be provided to serve the users that we permit on the property if it were reclassified.
All public utilities are existing adjacent to the site.
Make a motion to accept.
I'll second.
Have a first and a second. Any discussion? That's a simple one. They're already there.
Yep.
All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries. D, whether proposed amendment would correct an error in the application of these regulations.
Staff is not aware of any errors in the application of the zoning regulations to be corrected through the requested zoning amendment.
Motion to approve D?
Second.
Have a first and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
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 Opposed? D carries. And E, whether the proposed amendment is made necessary because of changed or changing conditions in the area affected, and if so, the nature of such change or changing conditions, and whether the proposed amendment provided disproportionately greater loss to the individual landowner relative to the public gain. Justin?
Staff is not aware of changing or change conditions in the area and does not believe the amendment would create a greater loss to an individual landowner relative to the public gain.
Discussion?
Agree, I'll make a motion to accept.
On the motion?
I'll second.
Have a first and a second. Any further discussion? Call for the vote. If you're in favor, say yes.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Therefore, for the recommendation that we would like to make, we'd like to put together a motion for a recommendation to the city council.
You need a public hearing too.
I'm sorry?
Got to open it to the
Oh,
public
I'm
as
sorry.
well. No, you're good.
I was ready to move on.
All right.
Open up for a public hearing. Is there anybody here that would like to speak? We will close the public hearing. Now are we ready?
Mr. Chairman, I would make the motion that we recommend, having seen that the commission has found in favor of all of A through E, that we make a recommendation to approve the zoning, or to recommend the zoning amendment to the city commission.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Call for the vote. If you'd like to approve this, say yes.
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 No? Motion is approved.
Thank you.
Is there any old business?
I don't have anything.
Any new business?
Nope.
I will adjourn the meeting.
There you go. Good.
Thank you.
Did you see how efficient that new chairman was?
Stop it.
Much better.
We'll open up the Historic Preservation meeting of this evening for May 4th, 2026. On the agenda, consider approval of January 5th, 2026 meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say yes.
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 All not in favor, say no. Moving on. Review of 419 East First Street, Carriage House.
All right, thank you all tonight. So we have the consideration of building a new carriage house at the property located at 419 East First Street. It's in the McKinley Historic District in an R1 zoning. The Querians have been here before to bring some other projects to you. As you know, they're in the middle of quite a large project on a square block over there around First Street. So we're going to go through what we know of this property and how it fits in. In the Historic District nomination details, there's very little that we have written down. It's a single-family Queen Anne style home constructed in 1885. It's considered one of the oldest remaining homes on the block, and we know that in between 1905 and 1991, Reverend H.R. and Katie Voth moved there. So we have very little to go through in our nomination details. What that means for us is that if there's not an edit to this details, then we just go through the general pieces of it. The applicant is asking for the construction of a new outbuilding behind the residence to match the current exterior of the home, and that we believe as staff that the size and placement of the new building fits within the guidelines for both new construction and outbuildings. You'll note that in our certified local agreement with the state of Kansas, the authority to approve such a thing is not given to myself serving as the historic preservation officer, but to you all as the commission. In our ordinance, we list some guidelines for new construction and additions. The design for new construction shall be sensitive and take into account the special characteristics that the historic designation was established to protect. Such consideration may include, but should not be limited to, building scale, height, orientation, site coverage, spatial separation from other buildings, facade and window patterns, entrance and porch sides, general design, materials, textures, color, architectural details, roof forms, emphasis on horizontal or vertical elements, walls, fences, landscaping, and other features as deemed appropriate by the Historic Preservation Commission. And new buildings need not duplicate older styles of architecture, but must be compatible with the architecture within a historic district. Styles of architecture will be controlled only to ensure that their exterior design, materials, and color are in harmony with the neighboring structures. We also give guidelines to those living in the McKinley homeowner that is very similar, that talk about infill homes and outbuildings and using materials that are compatible with the districts. And then we went ahead and put them in here so you see what the applicants see. So what you have before you then, you can see in your packet that you have the plans for the carriage house. And I would invite the queryings to come and discuss any particulars you might have of their application. Only if you have questions, but I'm sure. I hear you. Oh.
Garden is a problem. Yeah, it's just tough to do. Anyway, I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I'll get there. I just have to go a certain way and then I can stand and good. There we go. Just like that. But I can't weed. Anybody want to come weed for me right now?
Round up.
Huh?
Round up.
Oh, no. Right words. Yes. Yes, I should go like that.
So, yeah, so I don't know if you have any specific questions, but if you guys wanted to talk about why you chose the design or what you like about it.
Sure. What it amounts to, I'm sure you're familiar with the Warkentine House, and behind it is a carriage house. So we started with that as a frame of reference, and then we've modified it some, but it's going to look awfully darn close to that. So it will look pretty authentic to the late 1800s. And by the way, on that, for the 419, my grandparents bought the house in 1914, so the Vos would have had to have left before then.
Right. I think there's a, I know, I know, that's not,
So,
no,
Okay.
it does look like there was a mistake.
so everything about it in terms of the structure, the colors, we're even down to the, I would call it some of the finer details so that it really will look very nice, I think, in that location.
Very good.
But it will be for cars and not for a carriage, just in case you wondered.
So the picture in the packet, is that the garden shed and that's being moved? Is that what that is? Okay.
We're also asking for approval of that.
And I must tell you this is interesting. If you're, I know about the Bethel Deaconess Hospital, behind what now was an apartments, it used to be the nursing school, there was a garden put in by Sister Mary Ann. She was a deaconess. Nobody. Anyway, she loved to garden. That shed is her garden shed.
Oh,
So
wow.
it actually comes from the Bethel Deaconess area, and one of our neighbors saved it, and so now we are
Oh, that's
updating that
cool.
one too for her.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, it is very cool.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, staff is recommending your two actions being to approve the project as it will not damage or destroy a historic resource, and that's your requirement under our agreement with the certified local government on the SHPO. And then we'd also recommend that you approve the application as presented, or if you see any modifications, as it fits within the local guidelines.
Any discussion with us?
I'll make a motion to approve, and thank you very much for spending money in our community. We appreciate it.
Yeah, come by and visit. I like to give tours. Come by and see the house on Muse Street. Those were the ones that we put two
Put
houses
together.
together.
Yep.
It really is looking nice. You should see it.
We have a first,
I'll second.
we have a second. Any discussion now on this? Call for a vote. All those in favor say yes.
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 Looks like it passes unanimously. Moving on. Any old business, Rebecca?
Nope.
Any new business?
Just a quick comment that we will try to have a meeting in June, if not July, because all the fun you did of electing chairs and vice chairs and approving the calendar, somehow when we wrote ours for this, we were not aligned, and it continues to not be the biggest priority to get them aligned. So we'll be getting to do all that at the next meeting.
I will,
Get your campaigns ready.
and that will be the 1st of June 1st?
June 1st, yep.
Good, I'll be here. Well, I think we're adjourned.